Hi guys, welcome back. I'm just going to do a little get ready with me today. Not really using anything. Well, actually, I'm using a new concealer and just kind of doing my summer, I guess you'd call it like my summer type look. In the summertime, I don't like to wear a lot. I am in Florida and it is hot here. I do have my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, or my Tatcha Dewy Face Moisturizer on. I'm grabbing my Uma Beauty Concealer in White Pearl T1. I have really been enjoying this stuff. If you have not seen, I've done 2 videos now. I don't know if the other one's posted yet, but comparing the 2 different ones. Supposedly there's a different formula with these, from the White Pearl to the Fair Lady. It did seem different to me. I guess you kind of really have to try it out for yourself. It is very different. I am not wearing foundation today. If you're wondering why I have so much concealer on, this is a very light concealer and it really wears great in the weather like this, especially because I don't want to wear like full foundation. And I have been enjoying using this just to kind of tone my redness down. And when I use it with the Dewy moisturizer, it really does just give me a very light bit of coverage without adding too much like weight to my skin. I don't like to feel like I've got a ton on my face in the summertime. I don't enjoy that. I love wearing a full face of makeup, but in the summertime it is just too stinking hot here for that. Now I'm gonna grab, this is why I love it's a foundation brush, and I guess like to kind of go over that. There's no product on here. It just kind of gives me a nice smooth. I really like to really smooth that out and really sheer it to the point where I'm just barely got any on there. It's almost like just a sheer coverage over it. If you guys have not tried this, it is a little costly, but I'm telling you, I have tried so many products and spent so much money on stuff that doesn't work. And then to find something that does work is just wonderful. Now, I have towards the drier side skin, so I have a nightmare with powders. And a lot of you girls that are more oily have the same problem. This is an all-around great powder. This is that 100% pure bamboo blurring powder. And I just adore this stuff. I like it because you can just do like a light coat, like what I did with the concealer. Now I will go in and just lightly buff this on. This is the Wayne Goss, the airbrush brush. This is a blue squirrel brush. When you're trying to blur, for instance, like areas here, what you want to do is you want to kind of buff it in circles. It's hard to talk and do it. What you want to do is buff in circles. What I like to do is get that brush, kind of push it down, and really kind of buff that in. Now, this is very matte, but what I like about it is as the day goes on, you can tell this powder's there, because if you sweat or you tend to get oily in your T-zone, this powder really makes a difference. I don't really get the oil, but I'll tell you, I sweat like crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes next. I'm just gonna grab different palettes, not really sure what. Grabbing the Thirsty palette from Jeffree Star and going into Taste Buds here. It's kind of a corally pink color. If you don't have this palette, you can kind of, I think the ColourPop Yes Please palette or Good Sports palette, I forget which one it's called. The one that has more of the corally colors in it. And also they came out with that watermelon colored one too. I think it has a lot of these type colors, but I absolutely love this color for the little tiny guy. I have been loving this. This is a Hockey Hodu 5529 brush. It's a little tiny brush, but it fits perfectly right into that tight crease in there. And I'm going to grab, I guess, and bring that right in here, keeping it lower than we did with the other color. And I like to kind of come up and at a point. It affects my eyesight sometimes. My eyes, when I'm really tired, this part of the skin will actually weight my eye and really bother me. But I'm not that vain, and it's until it actually really causes problems with my vision, I'm not going to worry too much about it. That first color, Taste Bud, and I'm going to run that right here in that corner. That really gives more lift to the eye and just more shape to it. A lot of times when you use more of these tapered type brushes, you can really get in there. I'm going to go back to this. This is that Kylie Jenner number 15 brush. This is the only brush I bought out of her set, and I'm so glad that I did. I love this brush, and I use it like every day. You know how you always have that one brush you absolutely love? This is mine. I'm going to grab, let me grab a little fluffier brush. This is the Master Blender brush. This is the same one as the foundation brush I have that has a little rhinestone in the end. I forget who makes this. I forgot her name. She's a makeup artist and she's just amazing. I'm going to grab this, and I want to go ahead and grab that color, that Biatch color again. And I want to kind of widen that there. This comes out so bright in the monitor, so I'm trying to just pay more attention over here onto my actual mirror. Go figure. Take that brush off. It's so hard to try to balance the difference between what is on my monitor and what is actually on my face, because in natural light things look so different. Sometimes things in natural light show up darker, and sometimes it's vice versa. Afraid to do more reds and, you know, coral tones around your eyes. A lot of people say, oh, it makes me look sick. It doesn't. Once you get some other colors, if you feel like it makes you look sick, add another color to it. A good color to add, and I'm going to add it in today, is I'm going to grab this teal color right here. Should I grab the teal or the blue? I'm going to grab this blue right here, actually. I think I'm going to grab this blue right here, actually. I think that'll complement that a lot. We can always go back in with the green, but I think that blue's, you know what, I'm going to go in with kind of in between both, because I want more of that blue green underneath my eye. Now if you see, I'm pulling that up from underneath. You know how a lot of times you'll come here to do your wing. Now I like to do a wing from underneath. See how that really just pulled that eye up, and it really just helped to finish that eye off. When you have a hooded eye, it really helps you out to go from underneath here and use this area right in here to build more of a wing. You can always come in and fill this area in more if you want it to be a little tighter. See, you can come in here. See how that gave you that more of a finished look, but it really pulled that out and just gave you more room to your eye. There we go. Same thing on this side. I had been doing that for years and years. I went and had my makeup done, I'll never forget this, in Bird Eyes at a, it was called The Studio. It's back before, this was before MAC even was around. It was called The Studio, and it's a cosmetic line. It was really cool. It's very industrial. It's where I used to go when I was younger. And I got my makeup done there, and the lady made fun of the way I did that, the way I came up from underneath, and I was trying to explain to her why I did it. It was because I could not get my eyeliner to look right. And in the 80s, when I was doing this, the bold eyeliners were very big then. I'm going to go ahead and grab that Kylie brush one more time. You want to be careful not to blend the edge of that wing in. I'm just going to kind of blend that. Make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Did not do my brows yet. But how I've been doing them for more summery time, I have been doing a very messy, just very quick. This is the, what is this? The number 5 Goof Proof Brow from Benefit. And I've just been keeping it wound down pretty low and tight and just going lightly across. Now turning it around and using that tiny point to come under just to shape that underneath. That's about all I do. Same thing on that side. You want to be careful not to see how I got more there. If you do something like that, go turn it around with your spoolie and use the end of your spoolie to clean it up, and then go back in. Makeup is a lot of trial and error. It takes practice. That's it. And that's honestly it. You know, I didn't wake up one morning knowing how to do my brows or knowing how to do makeup. A doctor didn't wake up one morning knowing how to do surgery. Everything takes practice, and it takes learning. Now, I have been liking to take more of a tighter kind of spoolie. This is the one on the Urban Decay. It's their little precisely my brow thingy. And I like it because it's nice and tight. And what I do is just kind of go over that. See how that's really blurring that down and making it just very feathery, wispy, and a lot more natural. If you feel like it's starting to, see how it's getting kind of muddy, clean off your spoolie. Make sure to dry it off real good, and then run it through. And that'll clean that up. This is Cabana from Smashbox. And it's more of a green. I don't know if you can see. It's more of a green, but I think it'll pick up really pretty with this. Yeah, that complements that a lot. Now, if you guys have seen me do this before, this is one thing I love to do. Now, you see how I went ahead and did the green in my waterline. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Sumatra, the brown that I always use, and I'll show you how I do it. I go ahead and bring that all the way to the, see how I'm just hitting the back edge, the farther back. See how it lays the brown there, but you still have the green in front? Let's go ahead and finish the rest of my face first. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty, the Into Sun bronzer. This here is the Wayne Goss number 12. It's a great brush to use for this. I'm using it as kind of a bronzer and contour. You can contour and bronze with the same color. If you pick a color that's not too warm, the main thing with bronzer is you're really just trying to warm the face up. But there, I think I am going to go ahead and grab a cooler tone and just a tiny bit of contour. Just going to use that same brush, and I'm going to grab my Cali Contour Kit from Smashbox and go into this cooler tone color and just kind of give my cheeks a little bit of a shape. I'm going to do more of a natural look, but I will afterwards go in and just kind of blend that down. Butter brush. There. want it nice and blended. And that's why I like to go over with something like this and just really soften those lines. Nothing worse than turning your head and somebody sees that. Now some people like that. I personally do not. Oh, one thing I forgot, I didn't finish my eyes. The very last thing, and I like to do this very last because this can be a tad messy, but I grab, this is out of the Natasha Denona, the Tropical palette, and I like this. You can tell I've used this yellow color to the hill. I love this yellow color for right here, just to finish that eye. See how pretty that is? There we go. That yellow color really just finishes out that look and is just so pretty. That green looks really pretty with those. You can also do that across. Also, I like to do that green up underneath sometimes. Just take a little flat pencil, just take a little pencil brush, come up underneath, and just add a little bit of sparkle onto that line. I love to do that color over it. I really need to find a new highlighter. I am still stuck on the Juvia's Place Volume 3. I love this highlighter. And this is a Rafer P08 brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly work that onto my cheek. Go ahead and grab my lipstick. I have something new here. This is from Hank and Henry, which I have not tried these, but I am so proud of Rich Lux. He got a collab with them, and it's called Love You So Much. But look at how cool it looks, like an actual, let me show you, an actual lipstick in there. Isn't that neat? But it's a liquid lipstick, and it's a beautiful dusty mauve color. It is so pretty. It's one of those colors you don't need a lip liner for. This is like a pale girl like me's favorite tone. Go ahead and grab my Watermelon Mist. I'm going to grab a new mascara. This is called Big Ego from Tarte, and it is, see what they say about this. Your Big Ego lashes. Let your lashes be full of themselves. Twisted double barrel fiber bristle for maximum pigment load. It is black, and it is a bright pink container. It's a nice full. Wow, that is pretty. You know, if you guys watch me for any length, if you watch me more than one video, you'll know I'm not a false lash girl. I cannot stand them. They bug my eyes. I've worn them, but I just choose not to. I'm going to go ahead and try this on the bottom too. That is one coat. I'm just dipping in one time. I'm going to go ahead and try a second coat. Holy cow. Made a big difference. Made a big difference, that second coat did. It's not that bad for the bottom lash. I thought it was going to be a little crazy because this lash one is so big, which I like because I have a lot of long ass lashes. There is that. I think it's very pretty. It gives you that very pretty wispy dolly kind of look to your lashes. That is that there, and that is bright pink. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and let my hair down, and I'm going to go ahead and get going. I have some errands to run, and I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.